Hey gang, in this video I want to show you guys a one-man B execute you can throw on the B site on Vertigo. So I'm going to just throw all the utility real quick and then I'm going to go into all the lineups and everything. So here we go. Alrighty, so this is what we're going to be doing, guys. One-man B site execute on Vertigo. You are going to need to buy a smoke, 2 flashes, a Molotov, and then you're going to need 3 of your teammates. This is the ideal scenario. You might not have that many, but you're going to want 3 Molotovs to be dropped right here. In this cubby where the big box, the blue tarp, and the sandbags are underneath the stairs when you that leads into B. And you are going to be smoking generator first, and then you're going to be throwing 4 Molotovs on the site, and then you're going to be throwing 2 flashes to get your teammates out. Make sure that your teammates don't go very far. You want them to stay like around here. Maybe if it's smoke, they can swing out a little bit further. Otherwise, you want to basically just wait back. They don't want to get picked, and also you don't want to give info. And they also don't want to get just wrecked by if they are HAing over. So yeah, these are the nades. So tuck against the corner. There is this little black smudge here on the box. Not the one in the very corner, but there's a smudge to the right here. Depending on your res, it'll be easier or harder to see. What you want to do though is crouch. Look at that smudge. You want to err on looking at the top side of the smudge or slightly above it. If you aim a little bit too far down, it's not going to go far enough. So aim the smudge or like slightly above it, and then while you're crouched, and then you stand up and left click throw. And the smoke is going to be smoking both sides of the generator. It's going to leave a little bit of a gap on the left side, like they can run through it. You see it's kind of like blocked, but also like they can slip through pretty easily. That's not too big of a deal. Your teammates should be looking towards that anyway when they come out. And then also they can see over at heaven, and then they could slip out this side too. But your teammates are going to be looking that way anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, you can have that one smoke, and it does block both sides of the generator. All right, so after you throw that smoke, you're going to be throwing a Molotov for default, followed by a Molotov for double stack, and then you're going to be throwing a Molotov for this close cubby. I call this, what do I call close wood? The close wood molly. And then you're going to be throwing another Molotov that gets that back pillar. And then you're going to be throwing 2 flashes that pop behind the white box. This is white box right here. They're going to pop behind white box. They're going to flash the enemy, but not flash your teammates. All right, so we got the smoke molly. You crouch. Look at that smudge. Stand up. Left click. For the default molly, you want to aim between this metal piece and the orange traffic cone, and then just a little bit above the wood. For all 3 of the Molotovs from this position, you're just going to aim a little bit above the wood. If they throw a nade or they spam, this traffic cone gets knocked away, as it can be. Just line up with the top part of the orange mesh here, and then just aim up a little above the wood. So for default, between the orange and the metal here, and a little above the wood, you just left click throw, and that's going to molly default. Depending on how it expands, sometimes it's not going to get all back here, but sometimes it will. But it's a pretty good molly for default. And then after you throw your default molly, you are going to be throwing a molly that gets double stack, and that's you aim up above this orange mesh, and then a little above the wood, you left click. It's going to bank, and then it's going to get double stack out. So you're going to have double stack and default mollied out. This molly also gets a little bit of this corner, which is kind of nice. It's not going to get sandbags or white box, so be aware of that. And then the third molly you're going to throw is, you'll see this yellow thing here. There's aim down a little above the wood. You can also just aim with the yellow if you want. It kind of makes it easier, in my opinion, just to throw the 3, like default, aim a little bit to the right, throw double stack, and then aim a bit more to the right, and then aim for the close molly. But you can also just look at this little yellow thing, and that's how you remember where to line up. Just anywhere in that area is fine. And that's going to molly the close wood wall angle and this cubby. All right. So you throw your 3 mollies in your smoke from that position, and then you quickly come around and get right here in the middle. Just roughly right here is fine. It's not super precise. Just try to get there fast. Run, boom, tuck in. And then what you want to do is aim a little bit to the left of the wood, and then just right at the yellow. And then left click throw, and that's going to molly out this back pillar. So you're mauling out pretty much all the important angles on B. The only places you're not going to be mauling is this back of white box and then the sandbags here. That's all they really got to worry about on site. Assuming the CTs don't have a defensive smoke that they throw down. But if you do see something randomly smoked, you're going to know they're there. All right, and then those are your Molotovs, right? So you get to this position, throw that back pillar molly. And then right after you throw this molly, you're going to be throwing 2 flashes they're going to pop behind white box to get your teammates out. And you just want to aim at this little this yellow, whatever this is, yellow circle here. And then, from right here. And you're going to left click, and then you're going to wait like a second or two, and then you're going to throw another one. And those flashes are going to pop behind white box, so as your teammates are coming up, it's not going to blind them. Once they get around this corner, if they look like this, it will full blind them. But if they turn like this and tuck and look into white box, see how it's not really going to blind them that much? And then they can just swing off. And where that flash pops is really nice because it's going to blind heaven. Like so. And then it'll get heaven, it'll get back towards default, or if they swing out the other side of generator. Lots of good angles. And yeah, that's basically all the util, guys. You can throw this strategy or this set of util early in the round, like around 140, 130. It might be, let's see what it looks like if it's smoked. So if it's smoked, it's going to block, depending on where their smoke is, it's going to block your lineups. Let's see what it looks like if they throw smoke back further. If they have a smoke back here, yeah, I think it's still going to mess with your lineups. So you're not going to build... let's see. Yeah, you can kind of get it if they throw a worse smoke. So you're probably going to have to wait until their smoke's gone. So you can throw this early in the round, but if it's smoked, you're going to have to wait. Otherwise, you can throw it later in the round once their smokes are gone, and then that's even better because they won't have the defensive smokes to put out your mollies. But they will probably be pushing and getting more map control. So make sure you guys are huddled together and watching the flank if you are doing the strategy later on in the round. But yeah, that's about all I got to say about this, guys. Try out this utility. Let me know how it goes. And as always, easy peasy.